I'm definitely an internal optimist, for sure. I find the silver lining in most things. So I started volunteering at a rescue mission on the south side and really fell in love with the people there. I was the very stereotypical Christian growing up. I went to church 3 days a week. I always had my Bible. But hanging out with homeless guys and becoming friends with them made all those memory verses come alive. And it was much more than just, this is something you have to check off a box. We're supposed to serve the least, last, and lost. And when the least, last, and lost are your friends, a lot of the other things that Jesus talks about just make a lot more sense. I honestly became addicted to suffering because where there is suffering, grace is needed. So it's maybe not suffering, but I got addicted to seeing grace happen. Because it happened, amazing things. There were people who could die, didn't die because of the just small acts of kindness that people showed. I volunteered at that rescue mission for about 3 years and then realized that this is something that my wife and I really wanted to commit our lives to, so we moved into the south side. So we came from Marysville and moved into the south side just south of Children's Hospital because we wanted to be a part of the neighborhood that we were serving. We wanted the issues that the neighborhood kids to be our kids' issues. It doesn't make us better at serving people, it just it adjusts what is important. For this food, busy with us this week. Christ, amen. You don't have to have a background in addiction to understand what the real issues are in addiction, because what it is, it's just broken relationships. I rarely talk about drugs. I always talk about relationships. It is very exciting to be a part of not just fighting against the opiate epidemic in a very real, tangible way, but also affordable housing, building healthy, strong communities with people who used to be destroying the neighborhood are now a part of the neighborhood. We show a lot of unconditional love. People who've used that day will come in, and no matter what's going on in their life, you can come in, you can be interviewed. We love you for who you are, but we love you so much that we're not going to let you continue to be destructive to yourself.
Between a 2-month span, I overdosed 5 times.
The major problems that we see that people feel hopeless from, there is actually light at the end of the tunnel. There is actually the ability to change, and not just change just a little bit to get from underneath someone, but actually to thrive and then to give back to other people. We are actually making places better. We are creating healthy places just by living out these love your neighbor as yourself in very, very practical ways, by picking up trash, being a regularly seen person at neighborhood events. I know in my head that Jesus is real because of these men. It's very, I look at them, where they were and where they are now, it's just I even can't argue with that.